Hello, welcome back to the Wheel Order channel. Hope you're all doing fine. It is really cold up in the northeast of Scotland at the moment. We had temperatures down to -10 or so the other night, which is really dodgy for our water system, so we're really lucky that we still have water. Our washing machine did stop working, but luckily last time we insulated our water system, so we think we've got away with it this time, but it's quite risky here when the temperatures get down that low. So we've stocked up on water just in case. So I hope you're all surviving this cold weather if you are local. I think I'm going to take my glasses off actually, because I think they are reflecting a bit on the camera there. I'm sorry, I've got no makeup on today because I've actually got a bit of a sore eye, so I thought I'd put my editing glasses on just so I didn't scare you all. And I must apologise for the mess in the background as well. We had the Campbell clan over at the weekend, and this is like our big Christmas Day dinner thing that we do before Christmas. So it was crazy and we had so much fun and we made so much mess, ate so much food. It was so good. So yeah, that's why there's still stuff everywhere in the background if you can see all that mess behind me. I am still getting through the cleaning like 3 days later. Anyway, it was worth it just to get everybody together. So today we're going to be making some delicious almond spice Christmas cookies. These are so good. I think they're probably the best Christmas cookies that I have ever made. So I was so pleased with how this recipe turned out. So I hope you like it. Anyway, let's get started on our delicious almond spice Christmas cookies. So to make these delicious Christmas cookies, you're going to need all of these ingredients here. And to get started, we're going to add all of our dried ingredients into our mixing bowl. So it really doesn't matter what order you put them in. I'm just adding in my flour here. I'm just giving it a good sieve through. I'm actually using this plastic sieve. It's just not as good as my metal ones, but I did get there in the end with it. And I'm going to add my caster sugar in as well. I think somebody's floating about in their tartan pajamas again in the background. Seems to be a common theme in these videos. And I'm going to add in my almond extract in there as well and just give that a good mix through. I'm now adding in all of my spices, and I'm going to add in my ground almonds as well before I forget to do that. It doesn't really matter what order you add all your dried ingredients into the mixing bowl. Just add all your dried ingredients and then add in your wet ingredients afterwards. So I'm popping my ground almonds in there and I'm giving that a good mix through. And I'm going to add in my butter as well. So once you have all your dried ingredients in and your almond extract, we're going to rub the butter through into the dried ingredients mixture. So we're kind of looking for like a breadcrumb type consistency, similar to when you're making like pastry or other recipes. And we're just going to make sure that that is well combined. So get stuck in there with 2 hands. I'm just using the one hand just because I'm using the other one for touching my camera. So I don't want to get it covered in like flour and stuff. So we're then going to, once we have like our breadcrumb consistency, we're going to add in our egg. And we're just going to sort of knead that lightly together just to form a dough. Now it is quite a sticky dough. You can see Mary in the background there. She is dying to get stuck into these cookies. She was so excited about making cookies. She loves Christmas cookies. In fact, she loves all cookies. So we're just going to knead that together. Now it is quite a sticky dough. You don't want to add too much extra flour to this recipe because it is a nice thin crunchy cookie that you get out of this recipe. It's so good. I love these Christmas cookies. Just make sure you have plenty of flour on your chopping board when you are rolling them out. I found that worked really well. So we should have a nice ball. Just keep kneading until it is really well formed together and you have a nice ball like so. Just make sure you have plenty of flour on your chopping board. Once Mary got involved, she made sure I had plenty of flour in there. She was throwing handfuls of flour onto the chopping board. Anyway, we're just going to roll our ball round in the flour there. Just make sure you have plenty of flour on your rolling pin, and we're just going to roll that out flat. So you're looking for about just under like 1/2 centimeter thick. And gosh, excuse my hands as well. My knuckles are all cut because it is so cold here just now. My hands are literally like drying out. It is just crazy. I've got a really good hand cream now actually. So I have sorted that out. So we're just going to roll that out. Again, just make sure you keep putting plenty of flour on top of your dough. Just so that it doesn't stick, because it is quite a sticky mixture, this one. But plenty of flour on your chopping board, plenty of flour on as you're rolling, and on your rolling pin will do the trick nicely. So we're just going to cut out our shapes there. And I've preheated the oven to 180, so that's a fan oven that I'm using. You might need to convert that into your particular oven. And we've cooked these for about 10 minutes. You're just looking for a nice golden colour. So as soon as they're nice and golden, take them out. They will be floppy, but that's okay. You just remove them carefully onto your cooling tray with a palette knife or something like so, and just leave them to cool, and they will harden up as they're cooling. So you don't want to overcook these because they do become too hard. So just make sure you keep a close eye. You're just looking for a nice golden brown color. So it's approximately 10 minutes for me. It might be slightly less, might be slightly more, depending on your oven. So just don't be scared to open the oven door and just have a peek, and just leave them to cool completely before you ice your cookies. So I kind of split the dough up into 2 or 3 balls just to fit on my chopping board. Mary got stuck in with the second batch, as you can see here. She loves making Christmas cookies, and this is just such a fun recipe to make with the kids. It's so easy as well. It's not too messy. Or if you have a little one, adding like loads of flour in can get a little bit messy, but yeah, it's just so much fun to make with the kids. So on our cooled cookies, I just made up a small batch of icing with icing sugar and a little bit of water. You can kind of get an idea of the consistency here. So I'm just adding a light coating of icing on. You can add as much icing on these cookies as you want. You could even color your icing so that you could have red, green and white Christmas cookies. I'm just adding on enough icing so that we can hold some sprinkles onto the cookies. I don't like too much icing on here because I don't want my little ones consuming too much sugar. So I just like to put a bit of icing on, but I think it works really well. It holds the sprinkles on really nicely. And you can just add any kind of sprinkles on the top that you want. Chocolate sprinkles are also really nice, coloured sprinkles, but I love these Christmas sprinkles with the little balls and the reindeers. So I hope you all enjoyed making your delicious almond spice Christmas cookies. It's definitely one of my favourite Christmas recipes. I absolutely love it, and it's really good fun to make with the kids as well. Mary loved making this recipe. She loved using all the cookie cutters and just getting stuck in there with the flour and everything. You probably saw the mess over in my Instagram stories if you're on Instagram. If you haven't joined me on Instagram, pop over and say hello. Drop me a message, let me know where you're from and what your favourite Scottish recipe is as well. And if you have a connection to Scotland, love to hear from you all. I love hearing all your stories. It really makes me happy to hear how much you've enjoyed a recipe, or how special it is to be reunited with an old recipe that reminds you of your granny or something. I really enjoy your comments, so don't forget to drop me comments down below after the videos and let me know where you're from and if you've made the recipe and stuff. And also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button and the bell next to it, and I will see you guys again soon. I really hope to get another video out before Christmas, but I know next week is going to be absolutely crazy. So if I don't see you all before Christmas time, I just want to wish you all a lovely Christmas. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you have a really nice Hogmanay as well, and all the best for 2023. And I will see you all in the new year with a message of thanks for the new year. So I hope to see you all again soon. So take care, lots of love, bye bye.